Hello, in this video I'm going to cover the 5 things I started when I turned 50 and the lessons that I learned along the way. If this is a topic that is of interest, please stick around. For any new viewers, hi, I am Tania and I am a coach and therapist whose mission is to empower women in their mid-40s and beyond to love themselves unconditionally and thrive in their lives, whatever season of life they may be. So that is the purpose of this channel. And the 5 things that I did, that I started when I turned 50, was I started to slow down. So that was the first one. I started to slow down and start prioritizing myself, because within a blink of an eye, here I was, at age 50, taking care of everyone around me. I personally am separated and divorced. I don't have children, but I do have parents and a sister, and also I had colleagues and friends, and I felt that I was always prioritizing everyone else's needs but not my own. And slowing down enabled me to stop being busy and focus on what was important. And this is where boundaries were absolutely vital for me in order for me to prioritize myself. I had to start saying no to certain things in order to create that bandwidth and the capacity within my world, my sphere of influence, where I could actually prioritize myself. And the key lesson that I've learned over the years is that over the past couple of years, me prioritizing myself, I feel that I'm turning up authentically, that I am the true version of me, that I am loving myself in an unconditional way. And that is not me being selfish, that is me valuing my self-worth. And because of that, then when I am turning up in my interactions with family, friends, peers and clients, then I can turn up as the best version of me. So slowing things down, prioritizing were absolutely vital to get there. The second thing that I started doing was, by slowing down, I started becoming aware of the thoughts, aware of the feelings, aware of the habits, behaviors, patterns, because I was saying that I wanted certain things, but my actions and behaviors were doing something totally different. And this is where there was that disconnect, that I wasn't turning up as my best version. And by becoming aware of what my thoughts were and realized how negative and how self-critical and how judgmental, how much shame, how much guilt, anger, resentment I was suppressing or torturing myself, I was inflicting it upon myself. And therefore, becoming aware of all of that, then I realized that I was the one that was causing all the pain and suffering that I was experiencing. And because I was in control of that, I was also in control of changing that. And that is where the power of becoming aware of your thoughts, feelings, patterns of behavior, actions, inactions, what is driving you, that was then enabling me to be kind, be compassionate, practice non-judgment on myself, reduce the criticism and challenging it whenever it would surface, because this was me 50 years of conditioning, of behaving in a certain way. But becoming aware, now I'm actually catching myself in the moment when that negative thought might surface, that self-doubt, the imposter syndrome, whatever might surface, and then I'm able to be, okay, is that really true? What is driving the behavior? What is driving that thought, that feeling? Is it fear? Is it discomfort? Is it something that I need a new skill? I need new experiences that I need to go through in order to gain that kind of insight, in order to take the necessary action, in order to create the behavioral change that I want. So becoming aware, but being able to slow down and give myself time and permission to sit with my thoughts, my feelings, by prioritizing me, I was able to start becoming more kinder and more compassionate towards myself. The third thing that I started doing was being present. So that whole slowing things down, becoming aware, you become present. You're no longer chasing the future. You're no longer running away from the past or trying to avoid the past. But by being present in the here and now, mindfulness is a terminology that gets used a lot. And it's about being like taking conscious action, thinking and feeling the feelings and letting them sort of like ride the waves of emotions as they come, challenging them, and then articulating them, journaling, and enjoying the here and now. And that has been absolutely vital, because I'm no longer on a time frame. I've still got goals and outcomes and aspirations that I want to achieve, but I'm no longer feeling that I'm chasing my tail, that I'm constantly striving to be in the future. I'm being in the present. And by being in the present, I'm actually able to slow down time, because it is just the here and now, and me being in the here and now and being aware of what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what actions I'm taking, and being kind and compassionate towards myself, I can truly show up as my true authentic self. And if something isn't working for me, if something isn't serving me, then I've got the capability and the ability to take responsibility and change my actions, introduce new habits, remove habits that are no longer serving me. And by being present, that is something that you're actually gaining, which is invaluable in my opinion. The fourth thing that I started doing in my 50s was self-praise. I was always the cheerleader for everyone else. I was always encouraging, empowering, and trying to cheer everyone else, lift their moods, show them different perspectives. But I wasn't doing it for myself. And this is where, by me cheering myself on, me acknowledging, not taking myself off the hook, but being kind and compassionate and acknowledging that certain thoughts, certain feelings, certain actions weren't serving me, weren't making me feel the way that I want to feel, were not propelling me towards achieving my goals. Therefore, I was actually, by seeing and becoming aware of the actions that I was taking, and then introducing the self-praise, celebrating all the small victories, because moving the needle can happen in 1 millimeter increments. It doesn't need to go from here to here all in one day. You can actually take small steps, and those small steps will compound, and each compound will sort of like, before you realize it, you're already over in this direction. And it's about celebrating those small victories, and that you're turning up for yourself. You're prioritizing yourself. You're giving yourself permission and time to be kind, compassionate, and course correct what needs to be course corrected. And therefore, that self-praise then spills out, because if you're praising yourself for turning up, showing up, then you can actually authentically be praising other people, rather than what I might have been doing in the past, is where I was actually bigging everyone else up, putting myself down, and therefore I felt that I was a fraud. And it was like, why can I not be kind to myself also? So by starting this self-praise kind of routine, getting up in the morning, it's like, yay, I get to take on the day. Doing a video, yay, I get to do a video. I get to share with my audience. And that is little kind of pats on the back. Go me. It doesn't have to be massive. listening to a song and just dancing, moving your body a little bit, just sort of like giving yourself a nice little hug. I mean, love needs to start from inside, and then once it starts from inside, then it can overflow to everyone and everything around us as well. And the fifth thing that I started in my 50s was self-reflection on a regular basis. I've always been a thinker. I'm a Gemini, and I've been big in the self-development for over 25 years now. But self-reflection was something that I would actually do sporadically. It would be something that maybe once a month, every few months, I would actually look at what are my goals, how am I sort of tracking against them, and I might journal now and again. But since I turned 50, that is part of my daily routine. I self-reflect in the morning because it's what is my intention for the day ahead? What do I want to gain from the day ahead? And then at the end of the day, before I go to bed, I do another little self-reflection. Did I hit the mark? If not, celebrate the victories and then course correct what you want to change. And then by going to sleep, my subconscious is able to process, okay, so these are the shifts and changes that we want to introduce tomorrow. So then when I wake up the next day, I can actually self-reflect. How did I sleep? How am I feeling my body? Have I processed? Have I got some answers to some questions? Have I got some divine guidance that is going to help me make today a better day than what yesterday was? Or that I am more aware, more present, more prioritizing my needs, whatever needs to be adjusted. And by doing that, you're able to refine and course correct what you want to do. So rather than getting at the end of the month and you're doing your self-reflection and you're like, okay, I've spent a whole month and I didn't really achieve what I wanted to achieve. Where if you're doing that self-reflection on a daily basis, the course correction, that 1 millimeter can shift very quickly, and you can actually start seeing and feeling results quicker as well. Now, hopefully within these 5 steps, things that I've introduced since I turned 50, you may have experienced some of these yourself, or it's things that you might want to introduce. If you have introduced some new stuff that I've not mentioned, please let me know in the comments below. If you have used one of the things that I've sort of introduced, let me know. How's it going for you? And if this is content that resonates with you and you want to hear more tools, techniques through my coaching and therapy business and through my personal development journey, please like and subscribe to this channel. I greatly appreciate that. And for all of you watching at this point, go out and seize the day. Have the most amazing day, whatever you're doing. And remember, there's always choices in life, so choose wisely. Bye until the next one.